Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother.
Come on out, you rapist! No chance. You've got no chance in hell. No chance in hell.
Well, let me tell you.
You've got no damn chance. Come on out, you rapist! I want you to take 3 big black cocks.
What I like to do is I like to pass you around in the locker room,
And then maybe have the big red machine come up inside you.
and one more thing, I'd like to introduce you to my favorite dildo.
This one's called The Undertaker. Come on out, you rapist! No chance in hell. You've got no chance. You're fired. Unbelievable, what a ride! Come on out, you rapist! No chance. You've got no chance in hell. No chance in hell.
Well, let me tell you.
You've got no damn chance. Come on out, you rapist. I want you to take 3 big black cocks.
What I like to do is I like to pass you around in the locker room,
And then maybe have the big red machine come up inside you.
and one more thing, I'd like to introduce you to my favorite dildo.
This one's called The Undertaker. No chance. You've got no chance in hell. No chance in hell.
Well, let me tell you.
You've got no damn chance. Come on out, you rapist. I want you to take 3 big black cocks.
What I like to do is I like to pass you around in the locker room,
And then maybe have the big red machine come up inside you.
and one more thing, I'd like to introduce you to my favorite dildo.
This one's called The Undertaker. Come on out, you rapist! No chance in hell. You've got no chance. You're fired. Unbelievable, what a ride! Come on out, you rapist!
Well, what's up? Monday Night Raw is over, man. It was a, I feel like they phoned that Raw in. They were just like, yep. I mean, the beginning was exciting to see what was going to happen. The crowd, like, kind of chanted for Cody. Then they chanted Rocky sucks. Then they chanted, I think they chanted for The Rock after that. I'm not sure. And then they chanted things, and that was all right. And then Raw, really that mixed tag match thing that happened, that was pretty good. But then from there, it just began to sort of downward spiral into just mail it in, phone it in. And we knew that Cody was going to end the night in a bull match, in a bull rope match. And so, I got to be honest, it was just like, hey, like from what I take away from this Monday Night Raw to me is, the fans chanted Rocky sucks. That's all. That's really what I take away. I heard Rocky sucks chants, and then I knew that Cody Rhodes would come out at the end and have a match, and then it would end with him winning, and they would just promote the Vegas thing, and that's exactly what happened. I really didn't get much more out of it to me. Maybe other people got more out of it than I did, and I don't know. Drew McIntyre was good on the mic. I liked what he was doing. How weird was it that Law and Order comes on right after the show ends, talking about sexually heinous crimes and things like that? Cody Rhodes, I thought he was busted open, and I was like, that's cool, man. Cody's busted open. I love it. And then I realized, it's the mist, the red mist into the eyes. That's stupid. So they couldn't even get color in the match, as Mustafa would say, trying to sound like he's actually in the business himself. But yeah, the show just too long, just too much nothing, all to get to a result that we knew was coming. Yeah, not really very good to me tonight. Nia Jax gets a main event match at Hell in a Cell. Maybe The Rock's daughter will be there. She got death threats today. Death threats. I've been getting death threats. You know what's funny is, like, I was on Twitter earlier and somebody was yelling at me about the death threats. They were like, you're the people like you are the reason. And I was like, well, what about all the times that I get death threats? You don't care when I get death threats. What are you talking about? And then the person was yelling at me like, this is your fault. You're people doing this. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, 75% of the crowd are Cody fans. Like, you're an idiot. You're a tard. So, like, man, some of the wrestling fans are literally retarded people. Like so many of them on Twitter. It's like, obviously people that are giving The Rock's daughter death threats, and I'd like to see those death threats, by the way. I don't even know if I believe it at this point. I'd like to see those who those people are, right? Probably scumbag fake people trying to get a reaction. And guess what? You gave it to them. You gave them the reaction they wanted, stupid faces. What a stupid thing to do on your part. Now you're going to get, you know what you're going to do is you're going to get more death threats. You're going to get even more death threats. You're going to get more death threats. I get death threats all the time on YouTube. I'm not on Twitter crying about it every second. I get threats against all kinds of, like, my fucking family. I don't go on Twitter every day and post it and go, oh my God. You know? So don't try to blame me for other people getting death threats when you don't care that I get them. And I don't even tell you about them because who cries the loudest gets them. Piss off. Commentary got a lot better, says Low-Key Balla in the chat. Yeah, of course. Of course, yeah. Commentary is better. Pat McAfee and Michael Cole, the best commentary team in, you know. I still think they're about a 7.5 out of 10, which is the best commentary team in the business right now, I think, probably. So Cole and Pat McAfee, 7.5 or an 8 out of 10 for me. I don't know, something like that. Probably 7.5. Wade Barrett and Corey Graves the other night did really, really good as well. I'd probably give them a 7. And yeah, bring back Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan, we get another 9 out of 10. Probably give JR and King the 10 out of 10, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, man. Gorilla and Heenan were pretty awesome. Anyway, we gotta stop playing this Vince McMahon song. It's making me horny. One more time, and we're gonna hit that like button. We're gonna start the show. What's up, chat? We're gonna go over to the Discord in a second. Yeah,
No
give me
chance.
some more Vince McMahon.
You've got no chance in hell.
Oh yeah, give me that Vince music. I love
no
it.
Chance in hell.
Well, let me tell you,
You've got no damn chance. Come on out, you rapist. I want you to take 3 big black cocks.
What I like to do is I like to pass you around in the locker room.
And then maybe have the big red machine come up inside you.
Cyber, a back elbow, but he caught him.
it's Kofi Mania again.
Big man, look at that. Kofi Kingston up top, crossbody. And now just flying fists into the head of Ivar. Here's the thing about Ivar. He's not normal. Ivar is scary fast for a big man This is a guy who's super athletic, reminiscent almost of the late, great Bam Bam Bigelow is Ivar. The vibration on the hands, and Ivar missed, but he picked up Kofi. And now Kofi said, oh no, Ivar! Shoulder into the post. The top rope. And, oh, Ivar! Cut him off at the pass. There are no rules in this match. Pretty much. Oh, across the throat! Kofi Kingston suplex, but he reversed. A spinning heel kick missed by Ivar. Here comes Ivar! Oh, head first! Right into the steel chair!
It doesn't even matter.
Far with Kofi. Steel chair down below!
And this is why you go to house shows, brother. This is why you go to house shows.
A pinning combination! No! An Irish whip to the corner. And now Kofi, look out! Oh, he slides down to stop the momentum. Oh, Ivar! Wow! Good night!
Right?
Good night! Kofi is out! 1, 2... No! Wow!
Ivar was on top of his game here, man. He was rolling.
Ivar's gonna jump off the...
You gotta love Ivar.
Where's he going now?
Look at this guy.
What is Ivar doing?
He's being a Viking warrior.
Here we go.
What is Ivar doing? From the top! Oh my God! A moonsault! And he missed! Kofi moved out of the way!
That's why you got to go to those shows, man. Hey, listen, I'm going to open up the Discord, too. I'm over on Discord. We're having a good time. Listen, I felt like Raw was... I felt like we got very little out of a very long show, right? It's a full 3-hour long show, and out of that show, to be honest to me, we got just a little taste. Just a little bit. Just a little nipple. Let me squeeze the nipple. Boom. A little bit of milk comes out, and you're just trying to get it. All right, just trying to get that milk out of that nipple. Like, just a little bit comes out. You're like squeezing it, like, let me push it, and just a little comes out, and we're all sitting there desperate, like, and we're like, oh, Thursday. I guess we'll wait for Thursday. And that's just about what we thought was going to happen tonight, to be honest. I mean, we knew it was going to be the opening. What are they going to say? Oh, what's going to happen? And then the close. And they had tons of "We Want Cody" signs, so they jumped on that bandwagon, on that opportunity that, quite frankly, all of us created on Twitter, organically over the weekend. I don't know who started it, but we all remember when it was trending. And the thing about it trending is crazy, because I remember when it was trending, when it was like only had 2,000 shares. There was only like 2,000 retweets or 2,000 shares of it, and it was just starting to trend. It had just begun to trend, and it was very interesting. And then watching it morph into what it did, and then they were ready with their uncle's printer down the street to print out the "We Want Cody" stuff on the signs. And I believe that we heard, I think we heard Cody chants, "We Want Cody" chants. I think we heard "Rocky Sucks" chants. We know we heard some of that. I think we even heard a Rocky chant. So I think some of the crowd was chanting for The Rock, and then some of the crowd was chanting "Rocky Sucks" at a point. And really the crowd went through this variation of chants, which is probably the best case scenario for WWE, maybe, that everybody's into everything. And like I said the other day, I said there was a war with the fans going on that I saw on the internet, and people were like, there's no war with the fans or whatever. And I don't know, man, if that chant was what I thought it was tonight, then there's quite a mixture of stuff going on. But certainly most people are on board with Cody. I think the crowd wasn't the greatest tonight. St. Louis sometimes isn't the loudest crowd there ever is, and they were louder than a normal St. Louis crowd tonight. That's one thing I will say. Louder than I'm used to hearing St. Louis. Now, before I go over to the Discord really quickly, I just want to say tonight somebody is going to become the JCS Digital Donator Champion if you are donating to the show, of course. So tonight I'm going to put that belt up there for you if you are donating. You can use Super Chat, of course. You know how to do that. But if you do want to do Stream Labs, it is linked and pinned to the top of the stream. Love to have you do that, and I will put your name up on top. So if you want to donate, the link is up top. Also, if you want to vote, the poll is up. What did you think of Raw? Was it lackluster? Was it great? Was it good enough? Was it blah? I want to know what you guys have to say. I'm going to tell you what I think about it, and I already kind of am alluding to what I think about it. But I just think that we'll get into it as we go. We got Mustafa on the line. I'm going to get to him in a second. He's also there with Luke Rojas. And, of course, it is a night where I can't be on too late here, so I am going to go through this quickly as possible. But I do think that Raw was a bit lackluster here and was a disappointment in many ways. And I just think that and this is what I've been saying about WWE. I've been saying this for how long now? How many times am I going to say the WWE doesn't do anything to make you go, wow, it's WrestleMania season. This is amazing. Let's go. This was awesome tonight. They surprised me tonight. That was exciting. No, they just roll with the punches. Oh, we want Cody trended. That was awesome. Well, guess what? That was the best thing that happened. And the other best thing that happened was Rocky sucks chant. That's not good. Like, the most interesting thing is that fans were angry about what happened on SmackDown. You know, and you didn't do anything on this Raw to make me more excited about anything or to make me, you know, it's still just a question of what's going on. That's still lingering in the air, but nothing else happened. It's like Drew McIntyre still crushing it on the promos. Opening segment, really good. You know, ending of the night was all right with Cody and Shinsuke. Fine, I get what they were doing, and we're going to promote the Thursday deal, but that's about all I got from tonight. And that women's match before the main event was, good Lord, was that just awful. I don't know what they were doing, but either way, we'll find out. Let's go to the Discord.
I know.
The boys are in there.
Come on me.
Why don't you guys fight each other?
Are we
I'll fight
unmuted?
you.
Yes. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. What a I even texted you at the end of the show. I was just like, well, that was a way to end a Raw. Just
Well, I mean, it ended exactly how I thought it would end, but that was the only thing that didn't shock me was the opening of Raw didn't really shock me, and the ending didn't shock me. But what shocked me was that I wasn't really into anything else that happened.
You were more so concentrated on the crowd than anything else, really.
I was?
As far as well, I mean, in terms of like what they were going to do, because we had an idea going into this that there might be some hostility, but even before the opening credits came in, the fans like were posting their videos on Twitter, and everybody was just booing of every reference, whether it be about Roman or whether it be about The Rock. And as even the intro video for Raw was playing, and people were posting this on Twitter, when they saw The Rock and Cody and Roman segment, they booed the crap out of it before the opening credits.
Dude, you saw that shit in the beginning, right before they fucking played Seth's music. You heard the goddamn boos.
Yeah.
Was it loud
Yeah.
to you? Because they didn't sound too loud to me in St. Louis, and
They were booing and like, dude, they were smart. They played Seth's music immediately because they knew they'd do the whole whoa bullshit.
They chanted that though. As soon as
And
he came out, they sang his stupid
Yeah, but right
theme.
before it, they let it last about 2 seconds. There was boos after that opening intro.
Oh yeah, and then basically when Seth started talking, and then he's making mention of Roman and this and that, they started slow and they're just like Rocky sucks, and it's very small, and then it just grew. It just grew from there, bro.
It still
That
did.
was
It
hilarious.
wasn't so crazily, like over the top to me, but it was. And by the way, did they chant for Rocky after that?
It was a mixture. It was like Rocky sucks, Rocky, Cody. It was all like a mixture.
Yeah, exactly. So
I heard
that's
more
interesting.
Rocky sucks chants than anything, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
it wasn't like a super, fucking rah, like the whole crowd was chanting it. I'd say about 45 to maybe 50% of the crowd were chanting Rocky sucks. The rest of them were just chanting like for Cody. Like I don't think.
When did they chant for Rocky?
And again, and it wasn't the best crowd because I mean that katana, the fucking Kabuki Warriors versus the fucking whatever their names are match.
That was dead.
That was so dead. It was like really embarrassing. It was so dead that it carried on into the main event. Even when Cody came out, like there was a pop for Cody, like a massive pop for Cody when he first came out, and then when he came out for the bull match, it was like, oh, and then they realized like, oh shit, it's Cody, and then they popped for the whoa, and they picked up near the end. Here's something I'll mention that I noticed. As much as we all don't give a shit about Cody Rhodes versus Shinsuke, it really is like, it is a match that seems to get the crowd invested. Like I didn't think Cody was going to lose at all, but I will tell you that I was like, oh my God, WWE is going to do something stupid and have Shinsuke beat him. And then when Shinsuke spit the mist in his face, and I was like looking at the clock and I'm like, oh my God, it's like 9:56. Oh fuck, they're going to have Cody lose. So like they do a good job with these types of matches, even if I don't give a shit about them.
I couldn't believe you thought that he might lose. I mean, and to me,
no, I didn't. No, Joe, I didn't think he would lose. I didn't think he would lose. But when I looked at the clock and noticed what time it was, and I was like, wow, this match is kind of going on a little bit longer. And then like there was a point where Cody hits the crossroads and it doesn't work, and I'm like, oh my God, are they gonna do something?
It's like the Miz match. Like I get what you're saying. It's like when the Miz and Gunther were fighting. For 1 second, they made you think the Miz might fucking win, but you knew he wasn't going to win.
Like I was more worried that the WWE were going to try to intentionally bury Cody because they did it on SmackDown. So I thought maybe that's what they were going to do, is like, oh yeah, what a way to kill this guy's buzz if we just have him lose to Shinsuke.
Well,
now, obviously that's paranoid thinking seeping into my mind, but at the same time, can you blame me as a fan when they literally did that bullshit?
It's almost like what I told you. It's almost like there's a corporate decision that was made above everybody else, but the on-air stuff is still run by Triple H, and it's almost like they're fighting with each other's ideas or something. And the other thing, too, is the commentary.
Because it's like the moment that Raw hit, and I already kind of knew that Michael Cole was only going to be giving so much detail on what happened on Twitter, and he wasn't going to give it, like, you know, the full credit where credit was due as far as, like, you know, this is like a pro-Cody, you know, campaign. But how could he? Because again, they're trying to protect the investment of what TKO wants, specifically what The Rock wants.
Well, they reacted to a lot of this stuff more.
Why does it matter what the fucking TKO? Like, this is what I'm getting annoyed. Like, well, TKO wants this. Who's this match for? If most people are saying Cody, you know what I mean? Like, what is this benefit them? What? Because The Rock wants it to happen. So is it going to look good for TKO when they build this big main event match that's supposed to draw in all these people who don't watch wrestling?
It's only going to look good for TKO, not us. That's the whole point.
How is it going to look good for How is it going to look good for TKO if The Rock and Roman get booed out of the building? You know what I mean? And the way that they're literally setting their match up for failure. Which, you know, like, that's the thing that people don't talk about in this whole Cody getting screwed over situation, is that it legitimately killed a lot of people's hype for a match that only like a few months ago was still a huge dream match that I think most people, like, yeah, Cody didn't get his moment at WrestleMania. It sucks. It's disappointing, but we know he'll get it this time. We'll know he'll get it at SummerSlam or something. But the way they did that shit on SmackDown, you really did kill a lot of people's excitement. So I don't understand how that's a good thing for TKO. Just be like, well, The Rock's going to bring in all these people. It's like, well, all these people are going to see Philly. All these people are going to see Philly just boo the shit out of The Rock and say Rocky sucks and Rocky
wait a minute.
died.
Let me tell you. But let me stop you, because if The Rock didn't show up on SmackDown Friday and did this, Cody wouldn't have trended all over the place all weekend long.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying The Rock obviously did bring a lot of attention, but what I'm saying is, will it look good for them to have a main event that gets a Lesnar versus Reigns at WrestleMania 34 type reaction?
They won't look at that.
But not with Lesnar, with The Rock.
No, they're gonna. First of all, that's not gonna happen. That will not happen with The Rock. But number two, we just got a taste of it. We're in Philly. They booed The Rock before. They booed Roman before. It doesn't matter. So I don't know why. If they boo,
why doesn't it matter? Why doesn't it matter?
If they boo, if the reaction matters, because they've already sold the tickets. They've already made the show. They sold
them before Rock.
They've already created a buzz.
Yeah.
They just want the buzz. It doesn't matter. What they need more of the buzz. That's what they want, the buzz, and The Rock's involved in that.
And also they want that casual audience that doesn't even watch wrestling as much. That's why, again, Rock being who he is brings a whole nother type of audience, and especially if they're not pure wrestling fans. Plus, also, as you said,
the whole type of audience is like not even a quarter of the audience what they're bringing in. So I guess they're bringing in some people.
But again, they want more Peacock buys. They want more buys off the merchandise. They want anything they can get on from another metric. That's what they're going to focus on. Whether or not they succeed as far as the reaction that they want, they can care less about that as long as it makes money.
Okay, so I don't understand. if the fan base doesn't want a match, a majority of the fan base doesn't want the match or didn't like the way that they went about getting that match, I don't understand like how you're just thinking money. Well, it's going to be money because one thing for
Dude, that's what they did for literally 12 years straight.
But I don't understand. Okay, yeah, they did that for 12 years straight, and how many people did they lose watching? The TKO just bought this fucking thing. They just bought WWE. They just made a huge Netflix deal for Raw, which is the fucking show that Cody's on. But yet they're also simultaneously trying to kill their biggest star. How is that good? Yeah, it's good for, I guess, maybe WrestleMania, but think about after WrestleMania. How is that good for them if they're going to continue to lose buzz or not lose buzz, but they're going to continue to basically sabotage their top star? Obviously, from the way that that I've seen them handle it tonight, I really doubt that they're not going to have Cody insert it into the match at all. But I'm saying is, how is Rock versus Roman by itself going to be? This is a good thing.
Because it's the biggest match. It's the biggest match. It's the biggest match you can put together.
Also, the
it seems really to the fans, it seems like Cody versus Roman is the biggest match.
Well,
so I don't understand.
Here's where you could argue.
I don't understand.
What you could argue is The Rock is the biggest thing you can do in a way, right? But you can put him anywhere. So The Rock could do anything almost anywhere, and just having him at WrestleMania is all you really need. So, like you just said, it could be Cody versus Roman, and you can still bring The Rock in for the Rock thing that the TKO is going to want and all that stuff. I don't think TKO. Do you think TKO really cares whether The Rock faces Roman or whether The Rock faces anybody or whether The Rock is a referee? What does it matter?
That's all they care about.
Right, so that should be all they really care about. So why would they do The Rock?
That's what I'm saying.
So they're doing The Rock probably because The Rock thinks this is what they've wanted me to do for years, and I'm wondering if they just figured, hey, listen, we'll hold back Cody so the fans crave him more, and then in the end it's going to be a triple threat because guess what? The Rock can't go one-on-one anyway. He feels like he's not confident enough in the match to carry the main event of WrestleMania 40 by himself at whatever age The Rock is, 50? I don't know how old The Rock is.
52.
If that's the plan, I understand. But what I'm saying is, I don't understand how TKO could not change the plans at this point and not make it a triple threat or insert Cody into it somehow. Because if it's just going to be Rock versus Roman, yeah, I guess it's going to make a lot of money and get a lot of attention, I guess. But I mean, we're always talking about how this is all a huge ego thing for The Rock. How does The Rock not realize that there's a huge possibility that his match with Roman is going to be a stinker? And
how do you know he doesn't realize that? What if he does realize that? You don't know that.
They're going to fix it by then.
I didn't say I knew that. I'm saying, how does he not know? I'm saying that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm saying this whole thing seems suspicious from the beginning. And then the fact that they're putting, Rocky sucks chants in the title of the WWE video, and they're saying the fans chant Rocky sucks. That's so weird for an official WWE channel to even announce that. I don't think it's Triple H fighting off TKO. It has to be a planned thing.
By all of them.
They changed their plans from Friday.
I don't know, man. But what I do know is that they're winning right now because this has created more buzz than you could have hoped for, no matter what's going on.
So does a school shooting.
Am I coming through okay?
Yeah, go ahead. He just been bulldozing over you.
If The Rock shot up a school, would that be good buzz?
All right, go ahead, Jesse.
I think we'll be talking about it than anything.
Go ahead, Jesse.
Isn't the fucking Super Bowl this weekend?
Yes, Sunday, yep.
And where's it at?
I think it's
Vegas, right?
It could be Vegas. Okay, I thought it was somewhere more like central, but
where are they going to be in Vegas on Thursday?
They're in Vegas Thursday because they're going to announce WrestleMania 41 in Vegas.
Not where, but
they're going to announce.
They might be trying to get The Rock's name out there for that.
Wait, are they announcing 41 or is it just a press conference?
It's a press conference in Vegas, but I think they're going to announce that WrestleMania is in Vegas. I think that's why.
I'm not. Yeah, that could. No, I'm sure that's going to happen. But I'm wondering if this is part of why they did this when they did this. They're going to probably put Cody back in the match, but I think the timing.
That event, by the way, is free, so people are going to be literally mobbing, just trying to get in there first, just to give their 2
I just
cents
wonder.
on like.
That's just my thought.
The Super Bowl is in Vegas. By the way, the Super Bowl is in Vegas. So yeah, Super Bowl weekend.
I'm thinking that they might be trying to get their name attached to that, and the biggest name is The Rock. You could possibly attach to that, just to get people to talk about it during the Super Bowl.
Football.
They're definitely going to get Cody involved somehow because there's no way you just bring it up several times. You bring it up, you mention the fact that he's trending. You even basically hint, like, have fucking Drew come out and speak the audience's mind. Like, why, Cody? Why are you doing this? Don't give up on your dream. How the fuck do you go forward with Cody versus Seth after doing all of that? You know what I mean?
I think he's going to get.
I mean, maybe.
Well. Okay, go ahead. No, I just think that there's
shit bum.
Oh, donation.
I thought Raw was. Rostafer, how big is your cack? Tell me please, on the call.
Yeah.
I won't tell anyone. Well, I don't know. I don't have cable. But I hope. Cack. Cody gets his spot. Sad emoji face.
In hell.
What the hell, bro? The way that read. But I hope.
I like this new reader.
What the hell? Manny Gonzalez donating $5. Manny, thank you for the $5. Cack. If you want to donate, links up top. Thanks for the donation, bro. You can super chat or you can use Streamlabs pinned to the top, and you can vote on what you thought of Raw. Manny Gonzalez. That was what did he ask though? We got to answer the question, I would assume.
He wants the size of the cock, but I would give it in centimeters so that everyone has to go to Google.
Well, the cock says, yeah. I mean, it's
the cock just came from the bathroom.
Oh, Matt Cologne.
Duncachino
is a baby rapist.
Duncachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
This has got to be a setup for Cody to win both belts.
Oh.
I thought about that.
I don't
so they're going to unify the belts.
They just made the World Heavyweight title. Also, the World Heavyweight title is a really good-looking belt, and I would hate for them to unify the belts and then just get rid of it.
No, it doesn't mean. I don't even mean unify it, but doesn't it mean he could just carry them both, like the old days? I guess.
But again, why?
They only did it because Roman was hurt or whatever.
They should have kept.
Roman wasn't hurt. He couldn't wrestle. That's why.
They should have kept the whole 2 belts thing. You know what I mean? Like, you have the World Heavyweight title, and then you have the 2 undisputed belts, because first of all, the gold one looks so ugly. Like, it just does not look good. In certain lighting, it looks all right, but most of the time when Roman's carrying it, it looks like a fucking toy. He should have just kept the 2 belts. He looked more legitimate with it. And you know what it's weird to me that you go out of the way to introduce such a great looking title belt, and then you relegate that to being your, like, nobody gives a fuck mid-card world title. But then you have like the most important prize, and it looks like a complete joke. And it's just strange to me. I can go on a whole rant about the fucking belts and just like weird. Why they.
You're right.
When the World Heavyweight title first came out, I was not a fan of the design, but then I kind of got used to it because I was a big fan of the old gold belt, which is, that really looked like the World Heavyweight title to me. But yeah, going forward with this, it's like, I just don't want to see Cody with both belts, because then it's like, okay, he's going to defend one belt on Raw, one belt on SmackDown. And it's like, yeah, that's great. But I feel like it's going to diminish not only the belt, but also just like the schedule and all that stuff that Cody would have to bring. And then also, do you want an injured Cody Rhodes for overbooking him to the point where, yes, we want to see him and we want to see him do well, but do we want to have another CM Punk injury again? Do we want to have another Seth Rollins injury again?
He doesn't always have to. He doesn't always have to defend both. He could literally give people a shot. Like, which one?
That's the thing.
Well, I meant they didn't do that. They didn't do that with Roman. Everybody kept saying that when Roman had 2 belts. They're like, well, what if he defends one belt one night and then the other belt another night? Like, they're both.
No,
they're
I don't
unified.
like that.
They're undisputed. They're undisputed.
That's what
titles.
they'll end up doing if they did that.
It's weird though that even though now Roman only carries around 1 belt, if you look at the lineage, they still count, like on the website, they still count the lineage of 2 different belts that aren't even there anymore. Like, the picture will show the WWE title and the Universal title. Those titles don't even they're not on TV anymore. So it's weird to me.
Drew's gonna get the other belt, I think. Because did you guys hear the fucking people chant or cheered? I'm sorry, when they said, don't you want to see me versus him?
remember, we still have Damian Priest, which again is a wild card, so that's also
Well,
playing into the
sure,
mix.
sure.
This was
Yeah.
such a mistake giving him the Money in the Bank because well, you know what? It wasn't a it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a mistake up to like 3 or 4 months ago. But after Survivor Series, Damian Priest has everybody in the Judgment Day have cooled off a lot, and that even kind of includes Rhea. Like Rhea's still really over, but yeah, they all feel like they've cooled off. Like even Dominic.
Yeah.
Dominic was super like. Everybody hated him, and now it's like Dominic. He still gets booed a lot, but like I'm not nearly as invested as in
honestly,
him
dude,
or
him
anybody
and Rhea,
in the Judgment Day anymore.
Him and Rhea should still be on fire and doing crazy stuff. And by the way, Dominic should have the Money in the Bank. That would have been
fucking great. Holy shit.
And I like Priest, but like Priest is just so like I like
Priest doesn't need the Money in the Bank. I think
I think he does. I just think he's kind of lame. Like is all. He's good, and I want him to be in the company, and I want him to do something. But I just don't think I don't think he does much. I'm way more interested in Rhea.
Dominic.
And Dominic, yeah, and even
I like Priest honestly a lot in the group.
Same.
Like I wouldn't say he's my favorite member because I don't know who my favorite member of Judgment Day is, but like at the same time, like I definitely don't think he's like taking away anything from the group. It's just the way that they book. I don't like the whole let's book him like he's everybody's big fucking brother.
So would you guys be upset if there was 2 triple threats? Yeah, obviously Cody. I don't think we'll all bitch about that now because at least he's back in the match. He might win. But then what if the Priest comes out at the beginning or what have you, and fucking gets in the match with say Drew and Seth?
I mean.
Or even at the end.
I guess Priest could cash in, but at the same time, Drew is so ready to be a heel, like the top heel on Raw, and have that belt.
And a heel champ is good.
When's the next Money in the Bank? When does he have to cash in that briefcase?
Is it June 5th or July 6th? July 5th, something like that. Right?
Okay,
July
perfect.
6th.
So what I would do is
let's
say Cody. Let's say Cody were to win a belt or actually finish the story at WrestleMania. Let's say Cody does that. I would save Priest and I would have him cash in on Cody at some point because right when Cody gets stale or even just into it. Do you remember when KANE, I think Stone Cold won the belt from Shawn Michaels WrestleMania 14, and it was only a little while after, like a month or 2 months or whatever it was, when KANE, they screwed Stone Cold and KANE won the title and everything.
For a day or some shit.
Yeah.
And then he went back to the next
That's
night.
Exactly what I would do at some point with Cody and Priest.
Why does he only go after the Raw or the other belt? How come he's not trying to go after Roman Priest?
Because they're both bad guys.
Because
they're
what are you
both
gonna
bad
end
guys.
up fucking? Because ending a 3.5 year fucking title reign on a Money in the Bank cash in is so stupid.
That's 2 good points.
WWE actually might do it. Just like ending somebody's like like I finally won the title after how many years of trying to finish the story, and now I just get cashed in. But don't worry, I'm gonna win the title the next night. Like I understand where you're going from, and like it worked with Stone Cold, but at the same time, I think like audiences now would, I don't know, I mean it could work, but I personally would not be a fan of seeing just a random transitional reign. We need to get the Money in the Bank out of the way somehow, we don't want to ruin it again. And also Priest, they're clearly setting up that Priest is somehow getting kicked out of the Judgment Day, and I think what's going to happen is that he's about to cash in, and then they either turn on him or he fails, and they fucking, they finally turn on him because like they're having him be all buddy with R-Truth. Rhea Ripley is kind of yelling at Damian Priest, and the fact that also Rhea Ripley has not made an entrance or like had a segment outside of the ring with the Judgment Day since I think December. Like it definitely shows that there is going to be some sort of turn with the Judgment Day. Also, Damian Priest. They're also going to lose the tag team titles probably at WrestleMania to Awesome Truth.
Okay, I got a quick question. You guys might be able to clarify this. I remember Cena kind of doing this. Is why I ask. I know that when Money in the Bank comes, it's going to be literally like 2 or 3 days after a year, so he can't technically do it at Money in the Bank. Can't he cash in and say, "I want the match at SummerSlam or I want it at Money in the Bank and do it,
No.
before the year?
Doesn't look that way. It's a year.
Why didn't John Cena? John Cena fucking did it, didn't he?
No.
John
I thought
Cena
he did.
won
I thought
it. John Cena won it in July, and then he said, "I'm going to do it the honorable, nice way," because John Cena was booked like an idiot.
the same
and they
night.
had nobody. Yeah.
The same night.
No, not
Oh,
the
yeah.
same. Not the same night. He came out on Raw and announced it to Punk, who was the champion at the time, that they were going to face in the main event.
And how long
of
did it
Raw
take?
1000. Like,
Okay, so
2
that's what I'm
weeks.
saying. I'm saying literally, like, if he came out a day before a year is up and said, in a
He
few
can't
days at
announce.
Money in the
He
Bank.
can't announce his title reign for a match or his Money in the Bank for a match that's not happening until his 1 year expires. That'd be stupid. Then why doesn't he just?
No,
be like,
no, I mean before
oh,
it
yeah.
expires. I mean literally like right before it expires. Do it whenever he wants. Like, can't he say, "I want you at whatever"? Like,
People should just always be like, "I'm gonna be in the main event of WrestleMania." Then
that's maybe they should. I'm just saying, couldn't he technically do that?
he could. I guess he could technically. I mean, there's nothing in the briefcase. There's unfortunately.
What's the combination?
As literally.
Guys,
Line with
I
the
want to
Judgment
say
Day is
there's a
going.
really ill-timed verbiage. Brock Lesnar merchandise blowout sale is taking place right now
God damn.
on the WWE
my
shop.
He did say he would blow her out and Vince's tool wouldn't fit anymore.
Oh,
I do believe.
yeah.
Hey, it's in there,
It's a
black
bl-
and
it's
white.
a blowout
Well,
sale.
he said he was gonna give her clit the Kimura lock.
oh, geez.
Oh my god.
I'll make her tap. Dude, I just
And
love
he
that
also
told
said
Vince.
he also
Go
said
ahead.
that he was going to sexually rape her.
What?
Well, that's kind of how. Isn't that how rape works? Well,
Is
I
that
guess
what
you
he
could rape
said?
somebody
Oh, in the
some other
text
way.
messages, Vince said that.
Oh yeah, I think Brock said that, didn't he?
Damn.
Sexually rape you.
Look at the Liv Morgan. That Liv Morgan shirt.
Who was
is...
it? Oh my God! Did you guys
Oh,
hear
Liv
Rip Rogers when he read that fucking text and he goes, "Yeah, that's how Brock talks."
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's funny. That's funny.
Hey, Liv Morgan, why are you trying to base your whole persona on being Alexa Bliss 2.0?
Oh
It's
my
weird.
God, she totally, dude.
Because Alexa
sure.
will never look the same again. That's why.
I mean,
What?
well, she's doing well.
know.
I think Alexa, even after pregnant, still looks way better than Liv Morgan.
She
Liv
could
Morgan
fucking
fucking
lose that.
Rapist!
But I don't
Okay.
like literally her merch. Her merch is just Alexa Bliss's merch. Her
Yeah.
her basic personality is kind of Alexa Bliss-ish, Bliss-ish.
Delicious.
And then also she was Alexa.
I don't even know what her
Delicious,
personality
delicious.
is.
Oh, she was.
Her personality is that she's like weird, but she's also
crazy or whatever.
badass and girl power.
It's to me, it's like to me, like it's like something naughty might happen. That's what her personality is. I mean, maybe I'm sick. I mean, bro, that's what her whole thing is. Like, oops, I might be sexy. Like I'm like, what else? Like, what is it?
Do you see
Scissor me,
people
Liv.
turning on? Do you see people chanting stuff about The Rock in Nia Jax matches coming forward in the forward
Dude,
weeks?
they were booing the fuck out of her because of that.
Dude,
Yeah, the Rock's offspring and cousins and everything. They're all
Yeah,
taking
but
the heat.
I don't think she was getting those boos at the Rumble or whatever. Like
How
the last couple weeks.
Did you guys like
Until this shit happened.
Uso and Gunther? Did you like that part of Raw tonight or no?
Yeah, I told you guys that. I told you that
Kind
that match was going to happen. I knew that match was going to happen. Since
I think
like
it's a good match.
December.
It's a good chance. I think Jay's ready for the Intercontinental.
Oh my
Same
god!
thing too.
Did he say something?
I'm gonna have my Maya.
Jesus,
Morse
Mustafa. Try that again. Try dialing up again.
56K modem.
Hey, did you know that Pluto TV has a whole channel dedicated to family ties?
Oh God. Oh yeah. Shit. Yeah.
What?
You want to see
Yeah.
Alex P. Keaton say some stuff that's like slightly controversial because it's Republican
Who has
minded?
this?
And we're like,
What does this have
"Whoa,
to do with
crazy."
what? Who has this channel?
Pluto.
I just thought I'd bring it up because I'm watching. It just popped up on my TV when I was scrolling for the channels because I'm kind of bored, and I just saw Family Ties, just a channel of Family Ties.
All right,
It
Mustafa.
sounds like Insta. The
Mustafa,
Insta
take
channel.
us.
Every
Mustafa,
5
help.
minutes.
Mustafa, help. Take us back to Raw. Somebody. Mustafa, go ahead.
Yeah.
I would like
56.
that. So,
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax had a segment, and Rhea Ripley pretty much got her ass whooped like she did last week. So we got pretty much as we expected at Elimination Chamber, Rhea Ripley taking on Nia Jax for the women's title.
Wonder how Nia got that match.
Yeah, we knew that was going to happen, right? I mean, at Elimination.
Yeah.
Nia is definitely losing, and if she wins, this is obviously that would be the biggest example of The Rock having power over creative. I mean, because
but even before
everybody
Rock got signed on,
oh my God, Rostafa, you just completely killed my left eardrum. Like it's gone.
Ha.
Unplug the fucking unplug the telephone cord and put it back into the goddamn tower.
I love the telephone cord. I get to choke people.
Nia Jax has not been great. Nia Jax has been booked. She's been booked strong, but her matches, I mean, most of them are usually pretty boring. I mean, she had that good match with Becky because Becky was obviously leading her to a good match. But I mean, some of these miserable matches that I've seen her with, like with Raquel Gonzalez that she had, and Shayna Baszler, it's just so
dude, that was
really
a good match until the fucking ending.
It was.
That was a decent match tonight until the fucking ending. I'm like, that's what you beat her with?
I'm not talking about the Becky and Shayna match. I'm talking about Nia's matches. Like people,
Oh,
I have been
yeah,
seeing this weird thing where like people are like saying like Nia's been great recently. I'm like, I don't know.
She's been good for like 2 weeks. About 2 weeks.
Well, I think some of these people watch The Rock's daughter and then they watch Nia Jax. They're like, oh, maybe Nia's not that bad.
Yeah, well, no, compared to The Rock's daughter, I mean, fucking Alicia Fox is like Shawn Michaels compared to The Rock's daughter.
Oh my God,
you know what I mean?
damn.
Nia Jax is like the Undertaker compared to The Rock's daughter. So I mean, just that one segment we watched, and like she had like one line, and she fucked it up so bad. It wasn't even the line. It was just the fact that she, like, obviously was not comfortable being in that position. It felt like.
Also, she talks weird. She talks like with her teeth or something. You notice?
You know who did something else weird? You know who did something? Who did something similar to The Rock's daughter was Jade. Last Friday, she was like, "Is it a good time?" Like she looks at her like watch, like kind of like weird, and takes this like it felt very stage play. Like, is it a good time?
Yeah. She's still doing that from like AEW. She's still doing those same shit.
Jade was still like Jade, at least like you can see her like, oh, that's still a star, even if she is like a little green.
Oh sure.
Fuck it, but fucking dude, Rock's daughter, man, that's embarrassing. But and you know The Rock, like Joe said, is being like, well, they said the same things about me and blah blah blah, and you just gotta continue. I mean, okay, we'll see. We could be wrong. We could see her become just as popular as The Rock.
That's true.
Or just better. Like she could be better. But like Jay, dude, I've noticed she's got all her AEW like quirks. She hasn't worked out. All the posing and all the bullshit. It's like, no, you don't have to do it that long. Because if
she takes them, she poses. That's it.
Me? You know,
that's her whole work.
When she talks, it gives me anxiety, almost like an English guy.
Called me. You know who checked on me?
When I get anxiety, like just watching her speak, the way she talks, like she's like there's an English guy. Watch this. Watch this.
Me.
See that? See the way she.
You know who called me?
She's in that group called
Schism,
and that's what it makes me want to have.
Yeah, like I feel like my body is like crawling up my spine.
Oh my God. Sounds like she's trying to keep her teeth.
Speaks with her bottom lip.
Speaks with her bottom lip. Moving on to some other stuff. The tag team match I think was probably the best like match of the night. The multi-man tag team match. Although I'm still not a fan of that type of tag team match. Doesn't really make any sense. If you're gonna have a fatal 4-way, why not just have all 4 guys in the ring instead of just like it becomes really messy, and it was a lot more noticeable on the SmackDown side where it just felt like there was 100 guys in the ring at all times, and it was like, is there rules to this match? But this one was a little bit more.
All the tag teams are in. That's
But
it.
it's not a Texas. It wasn't a Texas tornado. It was a fatal 4-way tag team match, but there was only allowed 2 guys in the ring. It doesn't make sense. But like, there's supposed to be rules, but apparently everybody can just run around and do shit. So this tonight was a little bit more controlled, and I think the crowd was a lot more hot for it. And I can't even remember who got the fucking win. To be quite honest with you, I think it was
DIY.
It was DIY. Yeah, I knew it was. I thought it was them. I guess I kind of forgot. I'm not really that excited for DIY versus Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. I mean, it's going to be a pretty good match, but again, not both teams aren't exactly that over, and I don't see them taking the tag team titles away from the Judgment Day. So, it's a nice little like filler thing. But that's kind of what a lot of tonight felt like, was stuff that, like, yeah, that's gonna be cool or whatever, but whatever. And it really does remind me. It really does remind me of when CM Punk came back, and we all talked about how the WWE failed to capitalize on his return the night after, or the Raw after. And this feels the same way to me. I mean, Cody's trending for 3 days in a row. He, obviously this.
All they do is go,
Obviously,
thanks for doing the work for us. We'll talk about it, and back to the lame thing that we put together.
Right.
Yeah, and then Drew coming out to attack Cody. I don't know what that's setting up for. Please don't set up for a triple threat between Cody, Drew, and Seth at WrestleMania.
I probably feel we're going to be getting Cody and Drew at Elimination Chamber for some odd reason. I don't know why. That's
wait,
just
say
my
that.
gut
Wait, say
feeling
that again,
on that.
Mustafa. I missed what you just said. Say again.
I feel like we're going to get Drew and Cody at Elimination Chamber for some odd reason.
Drew's got to be in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah,
because we don't know that yet.
What would Drew?
We don't even know if there is a what's the men's elimination chamber. There isn't one yet. We don't even know what it is.
Maybe they'll only have a women's one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, we don't even know if there's a men's elimination chamber. So, what do you do if there's no men's elimination chamber?
I don't know, but Becky needs to get her win over Nia Jax if she's gonna go into the match with Rhea at WrestleMania. Because I still can't believe they had Becky lose to Nia all those weeks ago. It really, like, I know that they're probably setting up Becky to win the Elimination Chamber, but man, I don't know. To me, that still rubs me the wrong way, because how the fuck do you book a match with the girl who injured you, or who injured your top star, but you have that girl go over? You know what I mean? Like, it's just. This whole Nia
it's called heat.
push.
They had to get Nia Jax more heat. They put her over the baby.
Why do they gotta give her anything? How about get rid of her because she sucks? Oh wait, I know why. That's not a Triple H question. That's a Rock question. But yeah, so we have a women's elimination chamber announced. We had a pretty good match between Becky and Shayna. No men's elimination chamber match.
Apparently back in Judgment Day. Apparently.
Yeah. So. I mean, I like R-Truth, but man, I mean, his involvement with the Judgment Day, it's been funny, but it really has killed their credibility as a group. And
absolutely.
I get what it's leading to. I get that it's supposed to be like, the Judgment Day are getting frustrated and it's all supposed to be a part of the storyline, but I can't help but be like, these guys literally ran Raw for most of 2023, and now they feel not like jobbers, but they just feel like they're in the background for most of the show, which I guess is an improvement from them literally just being the show for a lot of the fall. Like, every fucking night it felt like we at least got the fucking Judgment Day theme playing 3 times once a night, or so I don't know. It is strange to me though that they're setting up this Miz Awesome Truth thing against. I like the Miz and.
Are they just doing that for them to turn on each other so they can have a match at WrestleMania? Is that what's going on?
No, I think they're gonna have Awesome Truth versus the Judgment Day, and they're gonna beat them for the titles.
Oh,
and they're trying to turn Damian Priest fucking face, I think.
Yeah, they've been slowly like having him kind of be like buddy with R-Truth, even though everybody else hates
him. Fuck it, man. Just go ahead, make yourself at home. Fuck it. Like,
Yeah, I don't give a
like,
fuck. I don't give a fuck.
And we got Rhea
that part
Ripley,
made
who's like
me
a
laugh.
tweener right now. Yeah,
You got
and we
Rhea
got Rhea
Ripley who
Ripley,
doesn't
who's
feel
being a
like she's
tweener, she's supposed to be like a heel, but like everyone loves her, so it's like that tweener feel. And
Dude, she's got a
top
mad
of that, going on, going on with Raw. I mean, now Braun Breaker, there's a fight between whether he's going to go to Raw or SmackDown after winning the Dusty Cup. So, I mean, where do you want to see him, Raw or SmackDown, and why?
I mean, they would most likely move him to Raw because
I hope so.
Because they have Jade on SmackDown, and that's kind of the big
Andrade
thing.
on Raw. That
was the big get was from the Royal Rumble, and if you've been watching the GM feud between Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis, they've been like feuding over the stars, and that's one thing. And like Adam Pearce was like, "Oh, okay, you got Jade. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking to someone. Hey, Braun," or something like that. So they've been teasing stuff like that where they're gonna probably move Braun to Raw, because he also, remember, they were supposed to be doing this Dominic and Brock Lesnar match in Elimination Chamber apparently, so they might insert Braun into that, because apparently people think that you can just replace Brock Lesnar with another big intense guy. Because Smarks are fucking retards, and they pretend that all of a sudden Brock Lesnar is replaceable, and oh yeah, I mean, who needs Brock anymore? Fucking jackasses.
Speaking of the GMs, like, what match did they show tonight? Like, coming up or some shit? I think maybe SmackDown, whatever. And they showed the dude in a suit, and then they showed the wrestler, and I don't remember who it was, but is that Nick fucking Aldis supposed to be fighting somebody?
No, Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis.
I don't know what his contract is.
Hey,
I think eventually at some point they're gonna do a Nick Aldis versus Adam Pearce.
Yeah,
match,
that's got to happen. I want to see those two guys actually wrestle each other. It could definitely happen. I want to see it. Speaking of teeth, really quickly.
Invested in GMs.
Do you want to know? I don't know why. I don't know, man. I want to see them go at it at one point, and they should do it at the Raw vs. SmackDown Survivor Series type of stuff. Watch this. Speaking of teeth, this is a video I did a long time ago, or actually last year when Picard was on. Speaking of people's teeth, and it bothers me when they talk. Nothing bothers me worse than this guy.
If you're talking about Star Trek,
Englishman,
we want to hear about it. Don't forget that we're live on YouTube this Sunday for our weekly Star Trek Picard live stream at 2100 BST. Don't miss it. Okay? Engage. Before we jump into the interesting, we're seeing the result of a future Admiral Janeway and what she did to the Borg in the Star Trek Voyager's final episode. I'm glad we got to see this, even if the Borg were somewhat underwhelming as this big threat for Picard's third and final season. We've seen this a few times throughout the third season. It's a shame, and it's sort of undermining the third season in the result. Ultimately, it comes across as someone not liking what another writer has done and just wallpapering over it. Another example of this is Picard, as Sirius kills off his legacy character. Only the female ones as well. Commander Rowe and Admiral Shelby were killed off in their return episodes of Star Trek. Being a shame and fits with what we just mentioned about not respecting the past, even though they claim to do that. Q's return also undermines the...
Hello, Star Trek fans. It's me, Captain Jack from Trek Central. And today we're going to talk about some of the good parts about Season 3, Picard Season 3, and also about things that really weren't done right this time on Star Trek. They got it very close, but on some things, they just didn't do a good job. So let's talk about the things that...
First of all,
hit the like button now, and we'll get to our next point about the Star Trek legacy. Could that happen next? I don't know. Telly Metallo...
He's got like Squidward's teeth, and then he looks like, if you look at his face, the wrinkles around his lips makes it look like he's got a skin
it looks
goatee.
like the Grinch.
It's gross.
He's got the 80-year-old
bro, the way he talked, I couldn't deal with it, bro. By the way,
he looks like a Star Trek alien right now,
bro.
From the lips down, he looks like an alien.
Dude, let me tell you something. I sent that. Like he was losing it.
Oh no.
Oh
that's
man.
That's terrible.
Don't ever can't tell anybody that though.
This poor guy.
I mean, you just did. You
Joe,
just did in front of
Joe,
hundreds.
did you see the tweet that Cody put out like a half hour after the promo?
No, what did Cody put out for a tweet?
Oh, God.
Cody basically, and I'm paraphrasing, he basically says, I appreciate the love and that type of thing, but just hold on. Like, just wait, hold on, guys. That type of a thing.
I think he might be saying that. He might be saying that, like, don't blow up my spot, because I mean, whether or not you guys like me, The Rock, The Rock is the one who's gonna decide what I do, and if he sees me stealing his heat, he might just get rid of me.
He should have just said "get ready" or something like, I don't know, like, didn't somebody?
Honestly, whether this was planned or not, this has turned him into the bigger babyface than he was.
Exactly.
So if they're
That's
smart,
exactly
they'll
what I
take
said.
advantage of that.
I was
okay,
nervous.
so-
I was nervous about the reactions they were gonna get, because when they said St. Louis, I was like, I know that is kind of a wrestling town, but at the same time, I mean, you hear the South and you just think negative things. You just think bumblefuck nowhere. Yeah. Fucking, I fucking love Ivar.
What the Rock? He's half what we hate.
I hope Rock is
Super chat party.
Oh.
Way back when Roman started being the tribal chief and head of the table, they should have started building a match with The Rock then. WWE did this all so badly. So much potential and now zero story.
Well, no, I think they.
Yeah, why announce it?
I don't think that. In a way, they didn't need to. Like, they let the fans kind of do it. The fans just kind of were like, "The Rock's gonna come and get Roman." And you got to remember too, we didn't have a Cody. We didn't have the guy yet. We used to talk about this all the time, and people would say, "Joe, who's gonna, defeat the Roman Reigns?" And I always said that. Well, we're going to get The Rock and Roman at some point, so that elevates Roman even more until we have the new guy who can actually take over everything. But it's got to be somebody who's really over with the crowd, and they got to make him, and we don't know. And they didn't have that yet. And until Cody came into the WWE, they didn't have that. So now they have that, and now this thing's happening with Rock. And the problem is, The Rock was supposed to face Roman a while ago. And first of all, The Rock was supposed to face Triple H, then Roman. So Triple H didn't happen because I forget why, but that's why Sting lost.
He had his heart issue.
The Rock
well, no, it was before that.
Like, it is weird. It is weird that like I don't know how you can like. It's just so weirdly timed that how many years was it that they've been trying to get Rock for like 37, 38. 39, but now when they're right about to finish the story, now
when
is
they don't
the time
need it.
you get.
Now when they don't need it.
When you really don't need it. Like, I understand, like, whoa, what do you mean? Of course you need The Rock. But it's like they already sold out. WrestleMania last year did a really, really good numbers, and was probably going to do even better numbers this year. But now all of a sudden we need The Rock, and I hate that. And I hate that idea. I hate that idea that The Rock goes, well, I needed to save WrestleMania. Like, the company is fine, bro. It's not gonna fucking if it's not me, the whole company's gonna fall apart. Like, the company, if anything, doing what you did to Cody puts the company more in risk than you not getting a main event at WrestleMania. So like. It is selfish of The Rock, and I think we got to stop coming up with excuses for him. It was a.
But I don't know if that's the case. I mean, this again. What we're saying though is this is putting Cody over more than anything. Like, this is helping him, and they may realize that, and that could be part of this whole thing.
Yeah, but at the same time, the way they did it was also
like they want Cody to. If they want, Cody and Roman Reigns to get this big rub off The Rock. When they don't really need it with their own fans, but with the world stage, they could surely be a part of that. Use that because The Rock, just like you put Mike Tyson in the fucking main event with Austin and Shawn Michaels, because wow, that puts our guy in with this big celebrity, and The Rock is kind of like a duel of both of those.
Do you see any possibility where maybe The Rock says something like, "I'm not able to go," or something, like says like we actually don't get Rock wrestling, but he is there as like a Mike Tyson enforcer? Because I think a lot of people, I mean, I get it.
Yeah, I mentioned that yesterday. I said he'd be the referee, and that's why Cody said, I'm going to take everything from you, not just that belt. And what does that mean? But
again, he said not at WrestleMania. That's the key phrase that everybody's literally been fighting for the past 3 days. And as I said before, Cody,
maybe he means Mustafa. I'm not going to face you at WrestleMania because after you're done losing and to The Rock, and you lose your championship to The Rock, and you lose your head of the table to The Rock, I'm gonna beat The Rock to be the champion.
No, but so what if he beats?
Maybe that's what
yes.
maybe that's what he means. Like at WrestleMania, I'm gonna face The Rock, not you, because you're gonna lose a night
again,
one.
it's not
Maybe
announced
that's
yet.
the
What
only
if
way
he
he-
no? But what if he beats? The Rock beats Roman for the belt, and then Cody beats Roman in a singles match for not the belt, and then after that he beats The Rock for the belt. I mean, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying night one, Rock versus Roman for the title. Then whoever wins night one would go to night two and face Cody, because that can still make sense for why Cody would say, I'm gonna beat you, but not at WrestleMania, because in kayfabe he's thinking, well, The Rock's gonna come in, and The Rock, he has confidence in The Rock in kayfabe that The Rock is gonna beat Roman for the title, and the match at WrestleMania will be with Cody. So he'll be saying, yeah, I said I wasn't gonna face you at WrestleMania, not because I don't want to challenge you, and not because I'm not challenging for the WWE title, but by the time night 2 of WrestleMania happens, you won't be the head of the table and you won't be the champion anymore. And that way you can hype up Roman, or rather make it seem like there's going to be a Rock versus Cody match, but then Roman retains because he needs to. He can't lose the title to The Rock. I mean, this is all speculation. I don't actually see that happening.
That's ridiculous.
But that's the only way. But that is a way that you could save or make sense of him saying not at WrestleMania, because that's the biggest problem. Is him saying not at WrestleMania is completely fucking stupid. And if they're going to save it somehow and make it a triple threat, I mean, you can't just erase what he said. So I don't know. Another solution is that they do what I said a few nights ago, was maybe have it seem like he's been pressured by not just The Rock, but he was also pressured by maybe people in the back and the office, Triple H, and then maybe have him come out and say, like, I put aside my dreams of winning the title and finishing the story because I wanted to put my dreams to the side so you guys could all get the dream match that you wanted, Roman versus Rock. And I thought that's what you all wanted, but now I realize I made a mistake and I've changed my mind. So that's another way that I could see them saving it. But yeah,
that's a way, but we still have, again, we have a lot of weeks to go as far as what they're going to fill in, what they're not going to fill in, and it's all just speculation at this point. But I just wanted to point out something really quickly. So Cody put out a tweet at 9:34 p.m., just about a couple minutes after he was in the ring with Drew and with Steph. He says, appreciate the passion, God bless y'all, ... but trust me. And then JD actually comments, he says, we trust you, we just don't trust them. He's talking about The Office. So that's pretty much all Cody says. There's no reveal. We're not probably going to get anything revealed until Thursday.
I mean, this is the most hyped I've been for a press conference
since the DX public workout right now.
I know, right? I mean, fucking hell, this is crazy.
Not even all.
Well, the fact.
No, dude, that's what this reminds me of. But the only thing that worries me about what you said, Luke, is that I'm pretty sure I heard Michael Cole say tonight that the main event for WrestleMania is Bayley versus what's her fuck.
Well, they don't
mean
that. They said that last year. They said that last year. They said that Bayley. They said what was it? Asuka versus Bianca.
Oh.
They said
that was nowhere near the main event.
But they said it last year. I remember in the build-up, they were like, "Well, one of the main events of WrestleMania, Bianca Belair versus Asuka for the title." So they throw around main event because Bayley won the Royal Rumble. They're gonna say it's a main attraction, main event. But we all know that the night one main event is most likely gonna be for the world title.
I mean, Rhea and Charlotte were a damn good. Like, they were better than the main event the first night. But like, I just heard him say that tonight, and I was like, "Oh shit, you're giving it away."
They were a better total match, but in terms of story and
like
emotion,
build and all that,
there's no beating that. There's no beating that tag match.
No, I agree with you on that.
I'm so glad that got the spot it deserved. I mean, I know still
Yeah.
some people don't consider night one as the main event, but you know, if the WWE counts it as the main event, and you know, it is really
No,
technically a main event of a show. You know, I'm gonna count it as one as my as I fucked up. I'm gonna count it as one too.
It's too bad that they don't.
Yeah, you're right.
It's too bad they don't have better footage. I was just looking up the DX public workout thing. There's really not good footage of it on YouTube. I'm surprised.
You would have to
Oh no,
find it
you
on
gotta
the dock.
watch. Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm shocked, bro. Like, there used to be really good footage of that. I don't know where it is.
Well, what the
but-
fuck, dude? It was '98. What did we? We didn't have fucking flip phones even.
I know, but like, but WWE captured it in really good quality. Plenty of stuff on it, and I barely can find it.
If you go to certain documentaries,
I skipped school,
like,
goddammit!
Triple H's
I
China
skipped
documentary or
school.
Shawn Michaels.
We all skipped school. We all took the T, and we
Wait,
and like,
so-
like it was crazy.
What? So you looked that up on YouTube, and there's not even like.
There's one, but it's really blurred. Like, it's really bad.
Try looking it up. Try looking it up on Peacock. They probably have it there.
Look at how blurry this is.
This past Thursday for DX's public workout.
Wow, Dwayne
Oh my
Johnson
God.
in the chat does not like me. Ugh. I'm sorry, Dwayne.
No, Wayne.
Yeah, they were like Faneuil Hall, I believe. If I remember.
15,000 plus one unexpected guest.
Dude, that looks fucking crazy.
But this
how many
Renegade's
people showed up to
plans
that.
were quickly thwarted.
Couldn't get goddamn home. The train station was fucked.
I think it's gonna
crazy
be
that
sort of like that. Go so good.
It's crazy. It's crazy that Michael Cole still pretty much sounds the exact same. Like he hasn't really lost his voice at all.
Remember they tied up Austin? Look at that guy. That kid behind him looks like a shooter there.
That's the one where fucking Michael's almost left, right? Because they threw a fucking battery at him. Or whatever.
That's what I just said. He got hit with a battery and he went back to the limousine.
Somebody hit him with a battery. Classic Boston. But
I've been
what
going
a
to wrestling
fucking
shows
asshole.
for over 30 years. Never
You look, I didn't throw a
in
fucking
all that
keg
time
at
have
you.
I
It
ever
was me.
felt, until last Sunday, that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
WrestleMania is in danger.
UFC went from a small niche audience to loyal fans to mainstream. WWE is still on the loyal fan step. They want to get more mainstream.
Well, I don't really believe that. I don't know what that, Russ. I don't know, man, because they were more
Right now they do.
They were very mainstream in the late '90s, so that I don't get it. Like, I mean, I guess
I think he's right, but he's only right for Mania.
now they're
how
not
popular
mainstream.
they are in the public eye.
No, they're not very
Yeah.
popular now in the public eye. Most people are like, oh yeah, wrestling. I remember that back in. I remember The Rock and Stone Cold and
Joe.
John Cena. I don't know. Yeah,
Joe,
But I
apparently
think this.
Triple H,
sorry.
apparently Triple H, James Jackson says, you guys see Triple H's tweet from a few minutes ago?
Oh, Jesus.
I have not, but maybe he said something.
I hope it's a
very
naked
suspicious.
photo. I hope it's a letter Vince sent him where he threatened to like touch him.
I'm in
it's
fear.
this-
I'm in fear of my job.
The dogs are in the enclosed pool area in the garage.
Oh
Right.
no! Stephanie.
Okay. All right, let's play it. Here's the tweet.
all
Let's
right,
play
go.
it. It's from. It's about George Kittle or whatever the guy.
Who the fuck is that?
He's a football player.
It's fun. You see everything
Oh,
online.
right.
Everyone's talking about we want Cody, or it's Roman and The Rock. You know what? I'm a huge Cody Rhodes fan. I like Roman Reigns. The Rock, hey, he coined the term the people's tight end, so I'm indebted to The Rock. Huge fan of him.
The hell?
Honestly, my dream would be like kind of a setup. Roman shows up. I saw this online. Roman shows up, signs a contract. Cody's on the other side. The Rock referees. Wouldn't that be fun and special? Let's make it fun and interesting. That was not my own idea, but I thought it was really cool. We're starting off hot.
Wait a minute.
And
This guy's trying to book WrestleMania during the Super Bowl
Wait,
press
are you
conference.
Saying, are you saying that
He's a
Triple H
wrestling
posted
fan.
this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Triple H retweeted this, and Triple
Then
H
maybe they are. Then they are fucking doing the Super Bowl
And-
thing. That's
and-
fucking why this is happening.
and Triple H.
I think he's more retweeting
Are you gonna?
it. I think
can
he's
I?
more retweeting
Jesus
it
Christ! There's only 4 of us on this call, but it's fucking impossible to say anything. The people's tight end knows what's up. That's what he wrote.
Oh God.
That's what Triple H wrote.
Wasn't one of that the nicknames for one of Vince's toys?
Oh my God! This one's called China. All right, let's go ahead and
God.
play.
The 9th wonder of the world.
Hey, can we? Oh, never mind. Fuck it.
Hey, Hey guys, do you think Shinsuke Nakamura? Do you guys take him seriously at all?
The subtitles help.
Tonight, not really.
There is oh fuck, who gives a shit about Shinsuke? I was gonna say something about him, but we all know his career is in the pits right now. But Sami Zayn had a really interesting promo interview. Like I really like something I've noticed is that WWE we've pointed it out the past few weeks is that the interviews have definitely changed a lot in the formula. We have gotten a lot less of my guest at this time, Rusev. We've gotten a lot less of that, and more. And they're also they really like Jackie Redmond. You know, I'm not she's not my favorite. But
she's good.
It does feel like she's got a personality and like she's like an actual interviewer and not robot woman number 77 who's just there to ask like random ask questions that don't fucking like actually seem like real questions.
Right.
But yeah, Sammy cuts this promo basically.
Raw was dog shit tonight.
Gabriella G, thank you for the $4.99. We all pretty much agree. That
it was disappointing.
Raw was not very good tonight. I only got Gabriella, thank you.
But Sammy cuts this promo basically saying that he wants to after he had the biggest match of his life last year against Roman, that Triple H stepped him aside after that match and basically told him that he was Rocky. You know, and that Rocky in the first movie didn't win the title, but he eventually in the second one did.
Which is literally what we've been comparing Cody Rhodes to all week.
This Cody thing perplexes me.
Thank you, Dork Knight. We've been saying this with the Cody thing all week that Rocky didn't win the first one.
I heard Dork Knight on Reality of Wrestling earlier, or somebody took his name.
No, he was there.
Donating.
He was super chatting.
Oh, all right.
So I could see Sammy. I could see Sammy somehow challenging for a match or something for a world title match
after
soon,
WrestleMania, though.
After WrestleMania, but I mean, you don't have anything for Gunther to do. You don't have anything for him to do. Why not have Sammy versus Gunther for the title?
Well, they just did Jay, no?
But they're doing Uso versus Gunther.
Well, Jay's gonna get screwed over by his brother.
I think right, and then it's gonna be brother versus brother. Is that where we're going at?
Okay. They can go either way.
From what I've heard, that is still the plan. Even if that Royal Rumble spot was pretty much completely botched, like the fans were cheering for him, but when they got out there, they didn't seem like they were rivals. They just seemed like they were getting into a regular TV match. And like it was so weird when like Jay was doing like the road dog shit when he was punching him, where he was like dancing. It's like, isn't this the guy who screwed you out of the title? He turned your back on you after you left the bloodline for him because he's your brother, and he stabbed you in the back. Now you're doing, and he cost you the tag team titles of Cody. Now you're doing like goofy dance moves while you fight him. Like there is
Jim Cornette said that. He said he's hot dogging too much.
They definitely need to do something to build interest into that feud. So I think they're going to have a really, really good match between Jey Uso and Gunther. Jay is about to win. Jimmy comes in out of nowhere, screws him over, and I guess they would have only about probably 6 or 7 weeks of build up for that match until WrestleMania. When in reality it should have been building since SummerSlam.
I mean,
and
I guess the groundwork's already been done, but they definitely need to build it up in the next coming weeks for this motherfucker if they're going to do that. For sure.
Jay needs more wins, but he's still a credible baby face. Jimmy is a complete joke. He's a complete joke, which almost makes me think that they're going to have Jimmy win against Jay. Just to try to maybe have a series of matches between them to build Jimmy's credibility, because Jimmy does not look anything like a threat for Jay right now.
Jimmy won't be able to get there because of his felonies. He won't even be allowed to go to France.
Oh, they're gonna lock him up.
He'll be driving to Philly and he'll just crash. But it's okay because drunk driving is legal there.
His brother's got Yeet. He'll have Screech.
He'll be eating all over his face. I'm
No,
giving.
Yeets the noise that he makes when he
Yeet.
kills a whole family on accident. Oh, yeet! No yeet.
Yeah.
Scream.
All right, I'm giving Raw. I don't like Raw tonight really that much. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 for me. What do you guys think?
Shit. Damn.
I didn't like
I'll
it.
give it. You know what? I'll give it a 5.5.
I would say 5 out of 10. Good opening. The rest of the show was whatever. And I mean,
You didn't like
if
that
Shinsuke
match, the
spits-
tag team? You didn't like that four-way tag team?
It was
pretty
good,
good,
but I mean, I don't really care about the tag team division right now.
That's fair.
Which is weird because the tag team division was one of the biggest and best things of the company last year, and it main evented WrestleMania. Now it's like, who could give a fuck about that? Who really cares? Yeah, and then if Shinsuke spits red mist in a match one more time,
Yeah.
or just any Japanese, if I'm gonna tell you right now, if at WrestleMania we have a missed spot from Io Shirai or Io Sky to Bailey,
Or
I'm
Asuka.
gonna be
Or Asuka.
so annoyed and Asuka obviously, but it's weird that like if you're a Japanese wrestler, you have to spit the mist.
To like do that.
Yeah, now they all do it.
Bullfrog is a
Who said it like they
And they're all different colors too.
I'll correct my last donation. WWE's back to loyal fan phase looking to move up. Also, did Drew stare at the WrestleMania sign when he attacked Cody at the end of the show?
Yeah.
I think he did, yeah. Russ a lot, thank you.
Drew's gonna win the Elimination Chamber.
All right, boys, I'm out of here. We gotta go.
If they have one.
All right, brother.
Take care.
I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow night for Rage. Tuesday Night Rage tomorrow. We had a lot of people watching tonight. I really appreciate that, guys. I have a super early day tomorrow now that I'm back to working a regular job because YouTube doesn't pay the bills anymore the way it used to. But it was a fun 4-year ride when I did it full time. But yeah, I miss when I used to stream 10 hours a day every day. Somebody was like, why don't you stream every day like you used to, 10 hours a day? Because it just doesn't make as much money anymore. But that's okay. I started doing this part-time for fun, and then it became a part-time real job, and then I worked my full-time job, and then it became a full-time job, and now it's back to a part-time one. What goes up must come down, must go back up again, hopefully. So, but I do got to get out of here because of that. And again, like I said, a very weird Raw tonight. It was exciting to see what they were going to say about Cody, and they met it all head on for the most part. That was really cool. There's a whole bunch of other stuff I really wanted to talk about and get to, but I didn't really get to it. I think Rojas had a lot to say, and he sounded like he was on crack tonight. And everybody was here, but it just is not enough time to get to it all when I've got to be really up against it because I've got to get up early tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow night. Generally Tuesday Night Rage, I don't want to do a lot of wrestling, but honestly, we might be talking a little bit of wrestling tomorrow night on Tuesday Night Rage, plus a whole bunch of other shit. So join us tomorrow night, Tuesday night, and have some fun here. Not for the weak at heart tomorrow night. And we'll go with Matt Colon as the top dono, I believe, tonight. But thank you to Russellot, Dork Knight, Gabriella G, and Jennifer Muppet Baby, and Manny Gonzalez, the donations that popped up tonight here. And thanks to everybody else who's been supporting me and jumped on the Patreon and became a member and who's been here clicking that like button and watching the shows and listening. Welcome. Get hard, get crazy, and get weird. And we'll see you tomorrow night. I'll be able to stream long tomorrow night because I don't have anything to do Wednesday. So tomorrow night will be a big stream. And then Wednesday afternoons, if you don't know, usually Wednesday afternoon I go live. So probably Wednesday afternoon I'll be live with you guys in the afternoon for a little hangout. So look for that as well. Tuesday night, Wednesday afternoon. And then we'll get into it on Friday night for SmackDown. Who knows what the hell is going to happen. And, of course, I might be live Thursday night as well, even for a little bit, potentially reacting to this press conference because the press conference could be a big thing. So I might be live for that as well. So, yeah, look for that. I might be live for the press conference. Unfortunately, I have to work later than usual on Thursday, which kind of fucks that up because I should be home for 7:30, but I won't be home till 8:30 now. And if the press conference is at 7 and ends at like 7:30 or something, then I mean, I don't know. By then I might be pissed off that I missed breaking news and unable to go live, and I won't do it. But anyway, that's life, and life sucks. So life sucks, and then you die, and I'll probably die soon. Love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for Tuesday Night Rage. Follow me on Twitter at MetaWorldOnline, Instagram.com/Joe Cronin Show, and TikTok, I don't know, Joe Cronin Show, Facebook.com/Joe Cronin Show, and support the channel directly, PayPal.me/Joe Cronin Show, and become a member, blah, 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 blah. Good night.
No chance. You've got no chance in hell. No chance in hell.
Well, let me tell you.
You've got no damn chance.
Oh, by the way, something we didn't mention. This is really important. How about Seth Rollins? He opened up the night saying, that sounds like a big pop to me. Oh, that sounds like another pop. I don't think we talked about the fact that Seth Rollins shit right back on Roman Reigns for shitting on him. So I thought that was important, and I really liked that that was the start of the show, like Seth being like, oh, that sounds like a pop. I don't know. Is that a pop again? Another one. Oh, this is kind of funny. Yeah, fuck you, Roman Reigns.
Come on out, you rapist! I want you to take 3 big black cocks.
What I like to do is I like to pass you around in the locker room, and then maybe have the big red machine come up inside you.
And one more thing, I'd like to introduce you to my favorite dildo.
This one's called The Undertaker. Come on out, you rapist! No chance in hell. You've got no chance. You're fired. Unbelievable, what a ride! Come on out, you rapist!
I am coming for you,